G'day, Andy from singlemalt.com.au. How you going? Today I'm going to taste the Caol Ila 12-year-old. Now this is an Islay whiskey. It's has a checkered history. It started off as a small concern started by Hector Henderson in 1846. Changed hands several times. Was even shut down for a little while through the 30s and 40s, where it remained silent, but was reawoken and reopened in 1974 after a major rebuild under the ownership of Diageo, which is the largest spirit house in the world. They're responsible for things like Smirnoff, Johnny Walker brands, Bundaberg rum, and lots of the classic malts, Talisker, what are they, Oban, lots of other ones like that. Oh, Lagavulin, yes, lest we forget. So this is a whiskey of one whiskey of a very large company. Was only recently released as a single malt, even though it was opened in 1974, banging out 3.5 million litres of spirit. It is a large distillery, but its first single malt hit the market only in 2002, so about 10 years ago. Which was a bit of a quandary. It's a whiskey I've wanted to get a hold of for a long time. Well, I actually remember tasting this whiskey a long time ago in its distillery bottling stage. I was on a ski trip somewhere, and one of my mates, brought along a bottle of this amazing Islay whiskey, and I've been looking for it ever since, and he bought it duty free. So it's one I've been trying to track down. It produces a lot of spirit, right? So a lot of this whiskey's spirit actually ends up in independent bottlings, and we've previously done Gordon MacPhail's Connoisseur's Choice 1997 Caol Ila single malt, and it's a cracker, actually, aged in sherry butts and very rich, not particularly over the top smoky, but yeah, it kind of makes you think, where's all this spirit go? Well, funnily enough, it goes into the little man walking along with the red coat, Johnny Walker. This is one of the key spirits, one of the key single malts that go into the blend to make the Johnny Walker Black and Black Label and above. So it has certainly has a high demand for it, which gobbles up that 3.5 million litres pretty quickly. So we are quite lucky to have it available as a distillery bottling, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with this spirit. I mean, it's obviously a very good spirit, being the mainstay of Johnny Walker, but it'll be interesting to see what they've done with the oak, and just how tight they cut it and how much peat it has as well, because Johnny Walker has a smokiness to it, certainly, but doesn't have that overpowering peat. So here we go. Let's have a wee look at. So classic Islay packaging, very similar to Talisker, Lagavulin. Actually, these are all from the Diageo house, so it must be like a Diageo proprietary bottle. Oh. So that might be a tip if you see a bottle with this particular shape, even though they're different colours. Most likely to be one of the Diageo house. And very simple, plain label, Caol Ila 12, not much to it. A little bit of peat, immediately obvious, coming through. Pouring it, it's quite a pale colour, so certainly not any use of sherry in that baby, one would think. Certainly no bronziness to it. It has a honey clear colour, no bronzy brown colour, which is generally indicative of sherry. Yeah, lovely lifted peaty nose. Not overpowering, not like a Lafroig or a Lagavulin, but certainly a good nose full of peat. Yeah, peat, a smokiness. Certainly you get that typical Isla iodine, the salt spray, sea spray. Oh gosh, it reminds me of flying a kite up on the heads of above Bondi. So you kind of get that the wave crashing and the salt coming through in the air. Some fruits and nuts. More like it's more like a grapey grape juice. Yeah, like a sweet white wine. Sweet white wine, more like a dessert wine. Like it's a noble one or a Sauterne. Slightly evident, but you have to go hunting for the sweetness. Nicely balanced. Some good, rich bacon flavours. That's from the peat and the smoke. Yeah. Some nuts, like a hazelnut. Yeah, it's unusual because usually when I see a whiskey like that, I think, okay, it's American oak, therefore it's going to be vanilla. But this doesn't have a lot of vanilla in it. So if I'm acting, oh, that's a little confusing, it is because it doesn't have a lot of vanilla. Might be second fill, which could explain it. Maybe a very light toasting could be, sorry, wrong. A light burning of the barrel. They don't toast American oak. They toast French oak or European oak, sherry. They toast the oak. They actually fire or burn the inside of the American barrel to get a charcoal effect. This is very good for cleaning up unpleasant aromas. But there's certainly nothing unpleasant about this. It's got, yeah, it's actually unusual and it's good. Two separate things. Yeah, beautifully balanced. I'm still getting some really nice bacon and smoky flavours coming through. You get that kind of saltiness right on the back of the palate. Yeah, really nice actually. It's all integrated, it's all there. And really good. If you like an Islay, you'll love this. Yeah, it's definitely worth a try. Bloody brilliant, actually. So that's Caol Ila 12-year-old. That's the official bottling. Really hard to see in that light, so sorry about that. Just turn that down. There you go. Caol Ila 12, how's that? Give it a go. It's a beauty. Cheers.